Dear Miss, I have received several letters from here and there. Sometimes I answered with a long letter, but there was no response. And look, the whole thing is very strange. When I say it is difficult for me to love a woman, not that I prefer men, not this. But it is easy for me to love a Ludwig van Beethoven, a Socrates, a Heraclitus. I love very much Frédéric François Chopin, whose work I call a musical book of the heart's wisdom. So this is easy to love them. But when I see a woman, she may look nice, but this does not make me feeling loving. Sometimes I see women with a rich heart, with a union of body and heart, but strange, they are absolutely not interested. I said to one, we can melt in the heart. She said, no, I'm not interested in this. She does not know what it means. It is the highest fulfillment. There is nothing more. Once you are able to melt in the heart with another person, the gates opens to eternity, and you enter the realms of ultimate bliss. I don't want this. Once in a restaurant of Turkish people or Kurdish, there was also a woman in the service. I also spoke on this. And it is in the religion, Alevite, enlightenment is very important. And there is no enlightenment if you are not ready to become one. She also said, I'm not interested. I don't like. So humiliating. Then a man came in, a well-established one, and he said to me, she looks very nice, isn't it? I immediately went out. I hate all men saying this. It is so humiliating for every other woman. He feels not she looks nice. This is so bad. If he would have said, for me, she looks the nicest on this world, for me, but it is not personal. He takes this woman just as an object. Very ugly. Does she not look nice? Take her, take her. Have you already commanded? It means, have you already commanded the lady for taking with? And then I'm sad. I wanted to hold hand to women, not to be humiliated, not to be misused. And for those in emancipation, to go beyond this, to find the solutions at the boss where she works on its own. Says, yes, you are pregnant now. Certainly, I want to give you 2 weeks free for this. For when she asks her as an emancipated woman, it is a duty. And in this duty, there is a tension which is certainly bad for the child in the belly. There should be as less tensions from outside possible. I even wanted to create a place in every different places in the town where pregnant women can go to be totally undisturbed. For when the child has full trust into the mother, when there are perhaps friends coming, best friends of the mother, and singing, "Thou art welcome in my heart. Thou art so much welcome, so much welcome in my heart." Then if you compare the child with a plant, the child will have roots in the society before birth. Then one problem is almost gone, seduction with pedophile men. For when a child is accepted, welcome here and there in the town, these seducing men have no more success. And one, after later on, when it's older, one can do exercises with children amongst them. One child plays ugly, and the other must discover. Perhaps parents give some 2, 3 solutions in like a theater to discover how to respond in a utmost positive way that perhaps the attacker turns into a friend. There is written in the Bible to coat the cheek when somebody was bad, but there is a worm in it. Who says that the other was bad? Perhaps it is your projection. Perhaps he came with good intention. Perhaps he had pains, horrible pains. He'd speak in a loud voice. So I say, instead of countering or giving the cheek, it is better to harmonize a possible misunderstanding. Possibly there is no evil in anybody, but misunderstanding, and this can hurt so much the heart of the other that he behaves like evil. Perhaps he is not evil, but his wound make him speaking like this. When I say such thing here in town, nobody is interested. Yes, it is very good, but now I must go. I must shopping a book or something. I never have time for such things. For heart melting, for a group singing together. So in my heart, so heart, welcome. I know there is a chapel here in Bern, in Fribourg. They all pray, it's okay. But they do not love the other. How ugly. They pray to God, but do not take in the hard care of the others there. If I would be God, I would send hammers there. Go out of the chapel and now you start loving the other people. You are a bad person to pray and not to respect the other person 1 meter behind you or before you. What are you doing? This prayer is shit. First, do your daily things in order. And now you understand. Nobody likes such a man like me who speaks like this. They are always something. And then there is a theologian or a priest, I don't know. He always discusses loudly in this small chapel. I said once to him, please stop discussing here. You disturb me. Then he says, when I discuss here near the monstrance, it is closer to the Holy Spirit. It is better heard by God when I discuss here. But in the case I silently discuss, my discussion is spoiled. Then I was making paintings, I don't want to speak good of me, but nice paintings. I wanted to give them to the others. Then this man came, you are not allowed to do this. It is only for prayer. Then I wanted to create an assembly, work for peace. He said, no. And on your paper you have work for peace. There are not Bibles quotations with exact place where it is to found. Who has on his visit card Bible quotations? He said to me, throw it in the street. It's so horrible here. There was a man in the train in the door, fixed with his clothes. He could no more go out. The train was ruling and he was departed halfway in the door and died there. How is such an accident possible in a culture? Can one speak of a culture? I think there is some, I don't know the word in English, you enjoy the accident of the other. In German, Schadenfreude. Français, malicieux. If somebody stumbles in the street and the car comes to kill him, this I mean. I think there are enough people with this feeling in the society, and the sum of these people, boom, creates this accident. I do no more speak on ethic solutions to have less accidents. I have wrote so many times here and there. They're not interested. There is a story, das hässliche Entlein. An ugly bird, I call it. The others birds say to him, "We do not play with you, for you are so ugly. You look so ugly." It is me. I'm always his ugly bird. Das hässliche kleine Entelein. Though I stay almost all the time at home, why should I go out and discuss with men? Since here always men come discuss. What for? There is no result. I go home tired and do something else. I had, for truth to say, not love for women, but compassion. It is much more richer than love. I felt sad seeing this woman, this house, this beaten woman. Sometimes I saw a couple, often in a car. The woman did recognize me in the street and looked with a longing towards me. The man in the car could not recognize him. There are women that would like very much to have contact with one who is not a fucking parasite, not a pleasure fucker, but the one who compassionately loves. There was a shop of Afghanistan. I love the heritage of this country. And I know that most people of today are unaware of it, but still, already by birth, they have a tax-free huge heritage from this old, ancient, wise, heartful people. They are enriched in the heart tax-freely by doing nothing. They are not aware of this. So I felt love because it also by men, when seeing them, I loved the whole culture. And once I must tell you, it was an African woman. Immediately I had best feelings, for through her I could have helped the country in which she lives immensely. When I saw her, I immediately saw the country. There was a man saying hello to her, the neighbor. Then she also said hello to me, friendly, but was going. I asked then the man, "Could you please introduce me to this woman?" Then he said, "Are you still obsessed of her?" You know, I not even have tears. The love for her was absolutely selfless. I just saw the flowering here and there in the country. For when there's sometimes only a little bit in the heart is more, a criminal will not act. The criminals are produced mostly by the environment of the society. So I say every criminal act is always a criminal act of the whole society. If they would be a little bit more loving. Two also, mostly men, sitting alone at the table. But here is exactly the different thing, the contrary. I sit full compassionately at the table alone, 1 hour, even more, and another man with 3, 4, 5 women, sometimes with dresses enormously, and they have fun and laugh and joke and all, and I not even have tears. Perhaps with one or the other I could have done something for children. There was once an Arabic man, he had always 3, 4, 5 women at his table. So I asked him whether one could come at my table. Not for pleasure, not for fucking, not for. In Arabic it's called Rahman, the ultimate compassion, the rich compassion. I wanted to do something for them. He said to me, but not just only fucking. I repent every moment of my life. I wanted to help these Arabic people. Such a compassion. But not just only fucking, eh? And there was another shop of Afghanistan. There was a woman also. I wanted to give her a book of Inayat Khan. He says, I don't no more attune the chords of an instrument, but the soul of human beings. She said, no, I don't want to see. This is called in Arabic nefas, blasphemy. It is very dangerous. I told her, if you do this in your country, President Trump will hug you all, and there will be no more Al Qaeda. Not that I will die, I will change her lifestyle. And there are such people who do effort that their soul is attuned with eternity. But I don't like, I don't want. Then I did read in the newspaper, Trump was killing a general of Iran. Then Iran said, you make revenge. Then they shoot down an airplane from Canada, certainly not from USA. Canada is next. So Trump cannot do anything. I do not say it was caused by this woman, but if she would have accepted with gratefulness, it would have been balsamic to President Trump. Such little thing one should understand, and should not speak bad of the heart richest people in Arabic countries, if one is Arabic. As well as Christians should not speak bad on Augustinus, Isaac von Nineveh, evagrios, hesychios, diadochos, zanknailos. Once I wanted to write the text on Philokalia. I went to the man in the church. He said, nobody understands this, and it's even in English. Fuck off. No gratefulness. Perhaps I'm the only that understands this text. But they just hammer me down. Competition. No truth. No love for truth. I sent here and there many nice, as someone blind from birth cannot see the sun's light, someone that doesn't practice heartful watchfulness cannot see the rich radiance of divine grace when descending down in his heart. I sent it here and there, never a response. At least when I think I'm unable to understand, they should send some words of gratefulness. Nice that you are interested in such precious things. Not even this. And in fact, I wanted to help people, first to men and women all, but when men only discuss, I'm fed up. To hold hand, it's a simple thing. To hold the hand, that's a receptivity of the heart, is something of value, is something alive. Then the Holy Spirit, or whatever you want to say, will descend in your heart, and you become enlightened tax-freely, without effort. Since 40 years I speak on this. Chronically hammers in my heart. Psychiatric treatment, psychiatric clinic. Once there were two men fighting. I went to harmonize them. It's written in the Bundesverfassung. Prodenciores cedere deben dat sopiendam discordiam inter partes. I tried to harmonize them. Then the police came and took me also, miss, and locked me in a room, in a dark room for half an hour. As a punishment, because I wanted to help, said these two men. Now you understand when you have such horrible experiences. Even the best woman that could be the most heartfullest mother one day, or support others' mothers. I'm then a broken-hearted man. It is not broken-hearted, it is broken, compassion-hearted. Always attack my compassion. So I want to end up now. I had so many nice things to share. Not allowed here. They're not interested in something of value. They always think it is a question of me. I want to know it. Once there was in a long time, exceptionally two women were there. I was speaking with them on Philokalia. And I was happy that they had interest in this. I was not for pleasure there. when there is a heart communion, and heart can flowering, it's 1,000 times more beautiful, more fulfilling. Then suddenly I went out, and a man came in. He behaved as if I would have the duty to speak with him now. It seems he wanted to show, I know, Philokalia, you are just a ignorant person. Why do you not come at my table? Are you not polite to come at my table? What is this? I came for you. For me, the things I read in the Philokalia are just affirmations of things I have experienced. But this, I cannot say this here. When I say this, I just get a hammer. How much I could do for you if you have some faith that I want you not to be used by men just seeing nice hair, just seeing nice face. It's dangerous. I think sometimes women which are declared as beautiful have a very difficult life, because often silly-billy approaches. I think this is good chicken for me. But know to hide it very well. There were courses in tune I've seen for flirt. One can do exercises for flirt to have better success. Instead of looking at the heart's love, how to allow it to live. Perhaps I'm the only knows that there is a heart flowering, that there can be a garden of flowers in the heart. I said it to many people. Ut flores cordis floreant, que les fleurs de ton cœur fleurisseront. I wish that the flowers of thy heart will blossom. Okay, then they went. I'm not interested. Though you have heard a lot of me, rich in the heart, but treated hard by the society. Work for peace. The secret service boss once I said, work for peace. He said, this brings nothing. Now when he speaks so humiliating, I went away. There is also some little respect to someone who has no name. If I would be a public politician, he would say, very interesting. Can you tell me something about it? But I have no name. This brings nothing. This is in Burns the attitude. Somebody has a name, even he is not good, they do not blame. But if somebody has no name, blame, blame, blame. Spinner, silly, stupid. Fuck off, silly idiot. Bring him to the mental hospital. Away. FFV Fürsorgerischer Freiheitsentzug. To protect somebody, I bring him in the mental hospital. No, to separate him from the society. So I remain fully alone. I make some paintings. I make postcards of values for people that like to grow in the heart. I don't tell it. I don't like such things. Though from my heart I wish you all the best. And I not even know. Perhaps it is an automatic letter written to me. I don't know. Perhaps some man was writing this letter and did add this photo of you to make to analyze me, my character, to look what I will write. But if I am not in tune with his heart, he will misunderstand all. Just say, this man here that is speaking is a full-tilt idiot, as I hear it every day, uttered in a very diplomatic and friendly way. So I stop now, whoever you are. Farewell. Have my heart's best wishes, and forget my lungs. Forgive my long speaking. Farewell.